Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Now, before you say lovely top, it's a dress. It's a very long, floaty dress. It's that sort of day. It's a warm day, and it's going to get even warmer tomorrow. So, thank you for joining me. Okay, lot happening as usual, but just first up, I'm not going to be on tomorrow. First up, entertainment only. Unless something really urgent happens tomorrow. Now, remembering that Starmer is visiting with Felon 45 tonight, my time. So who knows what's going to crop up overnight. The EU, the European Union, has put forward some really powerful packages of defence assistance for Ukraine. And I believe they've also put forward a very attractive minerals and recovery package for Ukraine as well. So I'm really looking forward to hopefully Zelensky can tell Felon 45 where to put his so-called peace plan. Anyhow, a few other details. Oh, yes, so I won't be on tomorrow. I've got a couple of cleaners. I feel so slack getting a couple of cleaners in, but I will be joining them after my 4 months away, and just life has been so incredibly busy with here and there and everywhere, even though lunch yesterday with girlfriend was lovely. I really do want to give the house a deep, deep clean. Hasn't had a deep, deep clean since it was, well, for 4 years now. There's just been a superficial swip over, so it's time for a really deep clean, including, inside all the cupboards and drawers and oven and, fridge and, vents and you name it. So that'll be tomorrow. Aren't you excited for me? Okay, so won't be on unless there's something really urgent. Just in quick other news, the cabinet meeting. If you see a video of it, uh, Rattus praetorius, muskrat, Leon muskrat, standing up over them all. There was a side-on shot of him, and boy, oh boy, he looked like Arnold, a really old Arnold Schwarzenegger on a bad day. Whatever he's taking, it's not aging him well. But anyhow, so he was doing his usual rant along. There was a pan across those that were in the cabinet meeting, and most of them were sitting there going, "What the F is this dude doing here?" And it showed Felon 45, and he had that Helsinki whip dog look about him as well. So really interesting. Few other things happening. What on earth did he post on his social media? Just Google it. Google Trump and Netanyahu on post on social media or something, and you'll find it everywhere. I think Adam Mockler had it, a little 7-minute segment. Really, really. Anyhow, so what I'm doing is I'm using my Gilded Tarot Royale. I'm just going to start with something gentle first up. I'm going to start with the town halls that are happening. Boy, oh boy, the GOP are not happy with the town halls. First of all, for those that are in Ohio and Tennessee, or even if you're not, feel free to give Representatives Davidson Spats or Sparts, can't read my own writing, and Burhett or Burtnett. Again, can't read my own writing. You'll know who they are if you're in that neck of the woods. Please give them an absolute what for, endlessly, for flipping and allowing the $4.5 trillion tax cut budget through the House. So show your displeasure, because what's happening is they're not liking it. Now, as AOC said, they might look like they're ignoring you when you contact them or you heckle them or you speak to them, etc., or write to them or whatever. They might look like they're ignoring you, but she said they are certainly not. And the more that let them know how you think, the more attention they'll take. So what we're looking at, so The most recent one, Representative Mark Alford, huge in Missouri, red state, wild backlash from his voters. These are just not Democratic voters, these are Republican voters as well. Absolutely got a copped a flogging about because he was supporting Leon Rattus Pretorius's Doge. He came out at the meeting and was supporting it, and he absolutely got a tongue lashing from the town hall full of constituents in regards to it. Now, he's come out and he's blaming outside agitators, saying, oh, they're not even from my state or my district. Oh, anyhow. Yeah, so again, yeah, not liking the backlash they're getting. So in Georgia, Rich McCormack, cop similar. In Wisconsin, Scott Fitzgerald. In Oklahoma, Kevin Hearn. And we all know about Idaho with the zip tying and dragging out of the young woman who dared to ask a question or to challenge. So they're copying it. If you don't think that going to a town hall or contacting your rep makes a difference, reconsider, because it most certainly does. So what I want to have a look at is, are these town halls going to have a change? Are these town halls going to change the opinions of these representatives? Okay, I'm getting their caught between a rock and a hard place. They know that their constituents are really, and they really run the risk of not being re-elected. And literally, okay, I'm seeing pitchforks. They really know that, not literal pitchforks, but you know what I mean. They are feeling the heat of the constituents. However, on the other side, they're getting threatened, they're getting blackmailed, they're getting bribed. So they are in a good, very uncomfortable position, a rock and a hard place. Gee, strange how you don't actually hear about these awful town halls from Bernie Sanders or any of the Democratic representatives. So are these ruckus, is the word they're giving me, ruckus town halls making a difference? Entertainment only. Come on down, let's have a look. Okay, the Four of Pentacles. Desperately trying to hang on. Sliding quietly behind the potted plant in the corner there, trying to hold on to there's something about money they're trying to keep secret, is what I'm getting. They're trying to hang on to their positions. But again, as I said, it feels rock and hard place for them. Oh dear, how sad, never mind. As you've got a tentative offer here being made, if I give you this one, can I keep these three to the constituents? It's almost like a pleading look on that guy's face as he's sort of sliding back into the potted plants in the corner. The challenge is the explosive and volatile information that is coming forward. The constituents are not happy, Jan. Now, if you're wondering about that, Australians will know exactly what I'm talking about. Google it if you want to. Australian ad, not happy Jan. You'll find out exactly what I'm talking about. They are not happy, and they are letting him know about it. And they're finding themselves with their, trying to hide. Do not be surprised if town halls get cancelled altogether, but that does not mean you back off on the pressure. As more and more as more and more explosive information comes forward. At the foundation, a very clear light has been shone on those who are preventing passage forward and who are just acting as the snake in the path. In the past. We've got the Chariot card. It's slow movement, very slow moving, because these sphinxes don't move at all. Okay, thank you. Sorry. You hear my guys let me know. They just said to me, and they don't actually say it in sentences as such, they just dump it in there at once. They thought they were sitting there all high and mighty and glorious with their wealth pulling them, they had it all. They thought, yep, they were untouchable. They thought, yep, they've feathered their nest. Yep, they're all that in a cup of tea, queen muck. Nothing can get at them. But that is in the past. Okay, crowning this reading. Boy, oh boy. They're desperately trying to balance. Their actions will have consequences. The sword of truth is drawn, and they will be held to justice. They work. They must never ever forget they are employed by their constituents. They are there to represent, not rule. They are there to put forward the needs, wants, desires of those that vote for them, and even those in their district that do not vote for them. That's what they're meant to be there for, and they seem to have lost that vision. I think they're being reminded of it very clearly. The immediate future, okay, that's interesting. We have going back to the past, they yearn for what was. Okay, thank you. They want politics to be how it was. Under Bush, under Obama, under Clinton, they yearn for that past. But boy, oh boy, are they showing their naivety when they backed Felon 45, who was never a Republican until he decided to run for presidency. Purely, now you've got to remember this, in 2015, Felon 45 ran for the presidency not because he wanted it, but because he wanted to promote the Trump brand. And I don't think anyone was more surprised to win it than he was. It sort of got a momentum of its own. And then last year he ran to stay out of jail, basically. But he was, talk about played like a fiddle. He was absolutely played by those who, as the fool, the useful idiot, by those who had ulterior motives. So the GOP representatives that are facing these town halls that are yearning for ages gone past, their naivety and what they were backing, so clear. Felon 45 was a Democrat before them, but he did say, I love the uneducated Republicans. Externally, the message might be getting through, the articulate orator. Internally, because they're not getting any donations. They're not getting donations. They're not able to harvest for their own benefit, because what's happening is everything is being ruled by executive order decree. They are being left out. Hopes and fears that they grow a spine, that they get courage. The outcome. We've got the voter here. Times are a-changing. And we've got this, now is this Biden or is this Obama or is this a conglomerate of past presidents? The negotiator, the diplomat, a powerful leader coming forth who is emotionally stable. Oh boy, that'd be. Is it Liz Cheney? It feels like an alternate option for them they will surrender to. That they will surrender to. What we've got here, the Queen of Cups, trying to keep a lid on emotions, but doesn't end well, doesn't end well. Part of the regime. The delusion they were under, the poor choices that they made about supporting the moral, financial and ethical corruption of the uber wealthy at the expense of everybody else is turning into a nightmare for them. Absolute nightmare for them. Okay, so if you don't think the town halls are making a difference, if you don't think the messaging's making a difference, it certainly is. But what I want to have a look at now is just, oh no, I'll do it as a separate reading. I was going to say the $5 million gold. I'll do it as a separate reading, so you've got some nice short cups of tea and spread them out over the next couple of days. Okay, catch you shortly. Bye-bye.